What if Palpatine was found and trained by the Jedi Order? Palpatine would have grown up with many masters, with Yoda being one of them. He would grow up being a natural in the Force, but would always be thirsty for more power, and know that there are secrets that the Jedi are just not sharing with him. That is until he is granted the rank of Master. Being a natural politician, he would play the game and eventually be granted the rank of Master, and finally be given access to most of the Jedi secrets. He would be granted access to the deepest depths of the Jedi Temple, where he would study the dark side in secret. Now, by this point, this is way before Episode 1, and Darth Plagueis, who has influence over a large portion of the Senate, is using his connections with the banks to launch the galaxy into a civil war. Now, Palpatine finds this out, but knowing Plagueis' plan, Palpatine sees an opportunity. Palpatine, who loves the Jedi and the Republic, feels that both are on the brink of destruction, and only him and him alone can save them. But the Jedi High Council, who he sees as dogmatic, are in the way. Palpatine would pull Mace aside and tell him that he suspects that a Sith Lord, who is known as Darth Plagueis, is trying to thrust the galaxy into civil war. Palpatine tells him that he believes that Sith Lord is on the planet of Magito and requests that the Jedi send its strongest warriors to confront him. But Mace tells Palpatine that they need to investigate first. Mace Windu and Palpatine would travel to the planet and meets with a Mun by the name of Hugo the Mask. And as Mace Windu is questioning Hugo the Mask, he would start to sense Palpatine's dark intentions. He would then turn towards Palpatine and light up his lightsaber and ask him what was going on. But then, out of nowhere, Hugo the Mask would fire Force lightning at Mace, but Mace would be able to block it with his lightsaber. Mace would realize that Hugo was in fact Darth Plagueis, and the two began to have an epic lightsaber fight. But Mace would use his vape pad and start to turn the fight in his favor, with Mace cutting off Plagueis' lightsaber-wielding arm. Plagueis would fall to the floor, and as Mace was about to land one last deadly blow, Palpatine would use his lightsaber and cut off Mace's arm. Mace would scream out in pain, and Plagueis would use Force lightning to destroy Mace Windu once and for all. Plagueis would get up and turn towards Palpatine and asked him to be his apprentice. But Palpatine, who was devoted to the Jedi and to the Republic, would simply smirk at Plagueis and cut him down. Palpatine would then contact the Jedi Order and tell them that he and Mace were successful in defeating the Sith, and that he would have been destroyed if it were not for Mace Windu sacrificing himself to secure the victory. Palpatine would bring back Mace's body, and it would be burned in Jedi ceremony, as Palpatine, who was standing next to Dooku and Qui-Gon, would look at Yoda. Now, back at Plagueis' hideout on the planet of Magito, a stasis pod would open, and a Bith would crawl out and walk towards the computer. On the computer, a map of the planet of Tatooine would appear. Subscribe for part 2.